Are you too stubborn to change? Do you make statements like, I need to change this, and then when someone tries to help you change, your mind says no, and you listen to it? Are you too stubborn to achieve what you want to achieve? Let's find out today.
This is the Game of Food. This is the Game of Food. We're helping real people get real results with delicious food. Real food. Live from Spencer's home studio, podcasting to the world. This is Game of Food. And here's your host, Spencer Frederick.
People are stubborn. People are stubborn. Obviously, my episodes mainly deal with nutrition, fitness, workouts, health, all that yummy wellness stuff. But this can apply to anything: health, wealth, relationships, your career, whatever. Are you too stubborn to change? Your words and your goals make it seem like you want to, but then if someone helps you out with that change, has a program that helps you change, whatever it is, you refuse to do it. And I'm not talking about people that like don't know how. So if you don't know how to clean up your nutrition or how to cook for yourself or what to order at restaurants, that's a different story versus the person that kind of does know how, that did listen to their coach but didn't follow through, and they get to this restaurant and they just order whatever they want. And I'm going to tell two stories that maybe you guys can relate to, and then at the end of it I'm going to tell a story of where I do this. I don't do this in health and fitness and nutrition. I really don't, but I did this in business. So I'm not always innocent, so I'm going to tell these different stories. So the first two are people that I worked with years ago. And it seems like some people can relate to this, current clients or people that follow me on this podcast. And then I'll tell you about where I did the same in business. So those are the three stories I'm telling today. First one is someone that wanted to clean up their nutrition. I got on the phone with them, and their nutrition was poor. It was, I'm not going to pick on this person. Everybody has a different starting point, but it was a lot of fast food. It was daily. It was every weekend ordering out, very rarely cooking or very rarely picking like a lower calorie option at these restaurants, because restaurants aren't the devil. They have healthy options, and they want to have those healthy options because they do want to attract somebody that is health conscious. They want to accommodate everybody that walks into their restaurant or pulls through their drive-thru. So they do have these good options. And so this person identified it like, Spencer, my diet, it's terrible. It's terrible. And I'm like, okay, what do you eat? And I was kind of like, yeah, this isn't very good. I didn't say that, but I knew that we had some changes to make. And so what I'm going to talk about is how this person started. And so they signed up for a program with me, a coaching program, and they didn't change. They didn't change. It was like, hey, here are the recipes. Let me help you cook. I'm going to show you how to cook. Watch this video. It'll show you how to prep these quick recipes. Here are some other recipes that are quick, 5 minutes to put together. That's all it takes. Hey, if you need to go to these restaurants, hey, you really like, Arby's, hey, check out their chicken sandwich. This is what I want you to do. They had the resources. They had the knowledge now, and they didn't do it. They went to the restaurant and still ordered the same old stuff that they were eating before. There was no change. And so this person was stubborn. This person did not want to change. Well, I don't want to eat that stuff. They'd kind of fire back. They weren't ever rude, but they would be like straight to the point. Well, I don't want to eat that stuff. And it's like, well, you're going to have to learn how to eat something different. I know that your nutrition up to this point has been causing weight gain. This person, at the age of roughly 24, was not like overweight or had any like weight issues that you noticed. But this person was gaining roughly 4 pounds a year, which is slow. That's slow weight gain. But you tack on 10 years, now this person is 40 pounds overweight, or they don't want this 40 pounds anymore. And so if you're eating that way, the way you were eating for the last 10 years, if it shows up and you're kind of stubborn and like, well, I don't want to, like that didn't taste good, so I can't do that, then I know that you're not going to get the result. Okay, you can't be stubborn with your nutrition. You got to find a way. And change can be hard. I don't know what it is, why some people are stubborn. They just don't like change, or I'm not sure what it is. But why would you pay for a program or hire a coach whatever, pay for a $20 meal plan. Why would you do any of it and then not follow it and be that stubborn? Now, same with workouts. So I pick on runners a lot because I get calls from people that are running so much and they want to be stronger, they want to be more toned. They want to develop some certain body parts and muscle groups. And I'm like, okay, for sure you need to do strength training. Yes, Spencer, you're right. I know. I need to do strength training. And I've had this advice from other people in my life. So I'm ready. I'm ready to sign up for your program. Can you make some strength workouts and hold me accountable to them? Like, heck yeah, that's what I do for a living. I help people do exactly that. And you know what? It'll go okay sometimes. Like, these workouts are great. I'm sore. I've never been this sore. And they like kind of enjoy that they're sore. They're like, it's a good sore, they tell me. And they do okay. And then it starts to fizzle. And then they're putting more efforts into running. And then my suggestions on, hey, we need to lower the running for a little bit. Instead of 5 days per week, let's go to like 3 runs per week. It goes back up to 4. It goes back up to 5. I had them working out 3 days a week on strength. It goes to 2. They skipped 1. Well, and then they got back on track, and then they skipped 2. Now they're only doing 1 strength workout per week. Before, they just kind of fizzle on all their strength, and they're just back where they were. Exactly like the nutrition example. They are now back in their own program that they were doing before they signed up with me or somebody else. And so they are going to have that result that they had before. Well, I don't like strength as much as running. Well, you're going to have to learn how to like it if you want the result that it produces, right? Otherwise, you have to give up on the result that it produces. You can't like a result of somebody that does a lot of strength training and say that you want to achieve that, and then you're like, well, no, I don't like how you get there. You have to kind of give up on that result and just kind of be like a runner person. I don't need to pick on runners. I've seen people that do a lot of HIIT cardio. So like the jumping and the, light weights, but like fast pace, like to the max, like, it's focused on a calorie burn. That's all it is. It's just heart rate to the max. And sometimes that's what some of those people will do as well, where they come in and they're like, yes, I need more strength, less of this HIIT stuff. I'm like, awesome. I agree. Let's do that. I create their program, and then they have suggestions like, well, can we add this in? And it's like a HIIT cardio thing. Well, can I add this in? And it's like they slowly are wanting to change the program until they're just doing their old program. Now, keep in mind, they wanted to leave their old program and sign up for this new program so that they could get a new result, but they don't like the new way of doing it. You can't come into a new program expecting a new result and just do the old stuff, right? You should be alarmed if you go from a HIIT cardio program and then you go to the next program that's like, yeah, you're going to get a lot more muscle, but it feels like the exact same workouts you were doing before. Alarm. Red flag should go off. If it feels like the exact same program, you're probably going to get the result that you got before, which, you called me and said you're struggling. Okay, so those are the 2 stories where people just end up back in their old habits due to being stubborn. I'm not talking about somebody that doesn't know how. I have met people that they got great results with HIIT cardio or running, and now they want to go to strength, but they don't know how, okay? And so they end up doing really great, and they follow my suggestions. So this only applies to people that are stubborn. Are you stubborn like that? Somebody tells you this is what produces the results, and you just can't overcome it. Well, so what? I don't like that. Okay, that's fine, but this is the result that you want. I'm giving you that plan. Why would you change that plan? Okay, and even though some of these episodes are kind of strong, I did this. So early on in my business career, I've hired so many coaches and so many courses, expensive ones. I won't even talk about. Maybe someday I will say how much I've spent. It's just an ungodly amount, but I don't regret it. I learned something with every single thing that I purchased and every coach that I worked with, but I did this in business. What did I do? I'd sign up for some extremely expensive thing that was going to help me, be a better personal trainer, a better business owner. It was going to help me better with marketing or getting my word out there or whatever it was. And there were certain things that I would do and certain things that I wasn't going to do. Well, I don't agree with that. I'm not going to do that. Well, then guess what? I didn't do very well because what I was doing was the same thing as the first 2 stories that I told. I was too stubborn to follow the program to a T. This program was developed for people like me, and it was developed because they were producing results with other people. That's how they got my attention. I was like, whoa, these people are getting the result that I want. These people are leading a career that I would like as well. And then I went in and made up my own stuff. I went in and did like 40% of it, and then the other 60% I didn't do because, well, I didn't like it. Well, that's not for me type of thing. And then it just ended up that I would kind of fizzle and end up right back where I was, doing the same habits, business habits that I was doing, and I was producing the same result. I am so fortunate that I failed multiple times like that. I am. And I don't want you guys to reach out like, man, that must have been tough. You know, I'm glad I went through some of those failures. I was a failure. I didn't do well. There were people in those programs doing well, getting results, and I would go in and just claim that, well, this isn't for me. It's not going to work. Well, I wasn't putting in the work. I was doing my own crap, but I just threw some money at a program thinking that I was going to, whatever. There's going to be some magic pill that I swallow, and then I become a great business owner. No. But I am so lucky that I don't know what happened. I think I got sick of failing. I think I got sick of screwing those things up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sign up for this one. I'm just going to do it this time. I'm going to do it to a T. When there's something that I'm like, oh, how do I do that? I'm going to reach out and make sure that I get that little detail solved so that I don't get stuck. If there's ever something that I think isn't required, I'm going to do it anyway because I want the result. I instantly became a better client. This isn't about becoming a better client. This is about I became less stubborn. I realized that I was holding myself back by being stubborn, by going into a program thinking, well, I kind of know how to do this anyway. Well, no, you don't if you don't have the result. You need to be a person, and I'm talking to myself, you need to be a person that claims they know how to do it when they have the result. Not like you don't have a business and you claim you're a great business owner, like me back in the day, or you don't have your health, like every year you gain 4 pounds and it just continues to go the wrong direction, and then you claim that you know things and you claim you can kind of do it your own way. That's being stubborn. And you can't do that. That doesn't make any sense. And it's self-sabotaging, and it's a waste of your money, and it won't produce results, and you won't get the weekly progress that you've been looking for so long. When you get stuck, for the most part, it's you. For the most part, it's your fault. It's a bottleneck. You know, somebody explained to me they really believe in the theory of constraints. You know, or a bottleneck. So if you picture a bottle full of liquid and you go to pour it out, it pours out slowly because it is bottlenecked. It's narrow at the end of it, where if it was an open glass, it would pour out quickly. Now picture liquid as your results. Do you want quick results? Well, you have to get rid of the bottlenecks. And the bottlenecks are you in your routine that you might need to change. I hope this helps you identify if you're stubborn and if you're kind of like me, and it's not really going to matter what program or diet or workout plan you follow. It's not going to matter. You're not going to get results because you're too stubborn to change. I hope this helps. Spencer, signing off.